If you'd like to become a member of Hello America and join the Redheaded Step family officially, there is a link in the description and hopefully in the comments that will take you to this page, and you hit that little word join there, and it will open up a menu and give you the different options of membership. So there's a couple things to click past join if you really want to join. Go take a look. Hello, America. Today we're visiting the boyhood home of President Reagan. Join me, won't you? Although we did suffer an obstacle today at our visit to Ronald Reagan's boyhood home, not to be confused with the episode of the home in which Ronald Reagan was born in, there are a lot of neat little intertwining stories in today's episode. Reagan tours, but this is historical garbage. Boyhood home of President Ronald Wilson Reagan. See, I just paid $3 for one of these. Well, that's cedar. There's some money there, baby. I'm gonna go garbage picking when this is done. Oh, you can go in here. Oh, I knew it. Oh dear, I better get out of here. I don't think I'm supposed to be in here. It's a hell of a house there, Ron. I was patiently waiting, unusually patiently waiting for like 25 minutes. That's really... that's not me 10 years ago. That's me now. I'm not in a hurry. And then I saw Ron, and I thought, maybe we should take a picture. And then we did. Surprise to my members. There's a members giveaway. I bought some gifts from both the gift shops. I put them in a cool bag, and I'm going to send all of them to one of you. I'll show off the prizes before the end of this video. I'll choose a name at the end of the next video next week. I think this is a statue in town. If you are a veteran, a first responder, a police officer, a fireman, a teacher, you get into this museum for free. So I paid my $8 plus added a $2 tip, and the gentleman brought me to some ladies in the foyer of Ronald Reagan's childhood home. This is a Montgomery Ward's catalog house. I know you're thinking Sears, but Montgomery Ward's preceded Sears with catalog homes by 20 years. If you turn to your immediate left away from the stairs, you walk into the parlor. And by now, you might have noticed that I'm working off of photographs. That's because I didn't know till I got there that you could only photograph. And since I didn't know, I wasn't about to tell you. But in the next 30 seconds, I am going to win you over with the Ronald Reagan story and the evidence to prove it's true. But our next episode, the trip to Ronald Reagan's birthplace, is videoed, and we got a tour guide. So here's the big crazy secret. Now, in both of these homes, I was very impressed by the molding. Wow. Now, this beautiful parlor that neither of the children were allowed in holds a secret. Ronald Reagan's older brother was a bit of a bully. Now, Ronald Reagan, better known as Dutch, decided that he was going to make his brother pay. For real. He was going to get a penny, either outsmarting or outsporting his older brother every week till he had enough pennies to get into the movie theater, which was 5 cents. Now, because Ron shared a bedroom with his older brother, he didn't have any privacy. So he found a loose tile in the fireplace, lifted it up, and hid all the pennies there till he had enough to go to the movies. Now, those aren't the original pennies, but these are. That's right. They got the original pennies. They've been there for like 60 years and nobody found them. So only company and people Mom wanted to impress went in the parlor. The rest of the family hung out over here in the living room. To understand the magnitude of recreating this home, both Ronald Reagan, or Dutch, and his brother participated in matching what wallpaper was in what room when they lived there. They took all the samples, 5-6 layers of wallpaper out of every room, and showed them to the president. Him and his brother chose separately, and they both came up with the same answers for each room. And specifically, the furniture in this room was handpicked by Dutch and his older brother to recreate what you're seeing here, including the popcorn on the table. President Reagan said Mom always had popcorn available. If there wasn't food on the table to eat, there was popcorn in the family room. This painting, however, was not a part of the home when Reagan lived there. It was a gift, and it is a painting of the White House when it was originally built, and it's painted on the backside of a bubbled piece of glass to kind of give the fishbowl effect. When Dutch finally made it back here after becoming president of the United States on his birthday, he came here to his childhood home to have dinner in the family dining room with his brother. Here's our second secret story, because it's Secret Service. That window right there was originally planned to be blacked out, and Dutch didn't like it. So the Secret Service went to the neighbors and said, if anyone in this house goes near any of the windows on this side of the house, we'll shoot you. For the birthday meal, they had pot roast. Nancy would have been sitting with her back to us. Ron's older brother would have been sitting to the right. His wife would have been sitting in front of the window. And Ronald Reagan would have been sitting all the way to the left by the china cabinet. The china that they ate on that night was the type of china you would get at the grocery store for collecting so many tickets or receipts. The china they ate on is the only thing in the house that's not time period correct, but it was donated by Ronald Reagan's 5th grade teacher. And that plate was carefully marked by the Secret Service. Now, keep in mind that this all took place after John Hinckley Jr. attempted to assassinate Ronald Reagan to impress Jodie Foster. Although the food, the plates, and the silverware and the chef travel with the president, they believe on this occasion that the chef was military because he came over in Marine One from Washington, D.C. Now, this is a zinc, not a sink. It's a zinc. And it's about a couple inches above my knees, and it's made of zinc. And that's why they called it a zinc instead of a sink. And this is some time period soaps and kitchen things you might find. Now, this old stove is the first gas stove ever to be put out on the market, and Ronald Reagan's family did have one, as poor as they were. Here, this woman shares a story told by Ronald Reagan. As a kid, it was his job to empty the pan at the bottom of the ice chest.
He says one day he was out playing, and I don't know if he just forgot to come in or if he was just having too good of a time, but anyhow, it overflowed. So when he came in, his mother met him with a mop. And so he mopped up the water and thought, that was not so bad. And she said, you can't just mop up part of the floor. Now the rest of the floor doesn't look clean. So he said, she made me mop the whole floor. And he said, and she was particular about it. She didn't not just soak it up a little bit. I really do a great job. He says, I never forgot again.
Right.
So.
As we move upstairs, this was the spare bedroom, but the spare bedroom got a lot of use. You see, Ronald Reagan, or Dutch, his mom, would go to the Dixon jail and preach the gospel of Christ. When some of these men that she felt trustworthy with would get out of jail, she would give them a place to stay till they got on their feet. It would also double as her hemming room as she took on laundry and sewing gigs to get extra money for the family. This chair was donated by a friend of Ronald Reagan. It was in his home as a child, and he said Ronald surely sat in it many of times. And no matter where you go, if you ever see one of these old houses, they always got these long, skinny closets. So as we step into Dutch's parents' bedroom, this quilt, the red and white quilt on the foot of the bed, was made by friends of Ronald Reagan's mother, and they donated it to the museum. And this Bible represents her relationship with Christ. Now, if you could see the fourth wall, you'd notice there isn't a closet. And that's because this house was built without a bathroom. The bathroom was put in just a few years before Ronald Reagan's family moved in. But look at the size of that sink. That is a tiny bathroom. It feels New Yorky to me. So here's President Reagan sitting in his boyhood bedroom. And here's me standing in his boyhood bedroom. The room is staged exactly the same when he was there. This was a lot of fun.
Oh, good.
I think maybe I'll go down to his apartment where he was
Tampico?
born. Tampico, yeah.
That's an interesting place. We went down there. And it was interesting.
That sounds like the perfect way to end the day.
You have a very nice day.
Thank you. I'm going to check out the statue. Ronald Wilson Reagan, erected in 1988 as a tribute to the President Reagan. Illinois is famous for its production of agriculture products, so it seems appropriate for him to be asked, admiring the kernels of corn in his hand. I don't know, tell me, you see kernels? Should I check his pockets? He's got to have money. Is the mouth moving or is it my bad eye? The boyhood home of Ronald Reagan. The home of someone who says, let's go Brandon. Man, that's some nice stuff. Cedar. Damn. So this trip cost $60 grand total. I had a $70 budget, so I spent the other $10 and a few more on some gifts from both gift stores for the members of the Hello America channel.
First of all, you're getting the president's favorite jelly beans. Secondly, you're getting a important photograph. This is from 1920, so it's 102 years old, and this is Ronald Reagan's fourth grade class, and there he is with his hand on his chin. Very significant because in many photographs, Ronald would have his hand on his chin for no apparent reason. There's a picture of him at the beach at 14 years old sitting with a group of friends. He's got his hand on his chin. Here is the family Christmas card for 1917. Here is just a cool picture of Ronald Reagan, and a very, very significant photo. This was a photograph taken above the birthplace of Ronald Reagan on November 3rd, 1980. The following day, he became president of the United States, and his remark when he saw this picture was, a double rainbow, that must mean that I'm a two-term president. Next, we have a Ronald Reagan magnet. Everybody needs one of those. Next, you will receive a Ronald Reagan coloring book. That's right. The only Ronald Reagan coloring book in the world. List of presidents, death date, birth date, interesting information. The back has all the vote counts from each state for each of the people running for president with and against him. That looks like a scoped sniper rifle. To me, anyway. You can add your own horns to George here. And for some reason, there's a picture of Howdy Doody. I don't know. Howdy Doody growing up with a wedding cake. That really looks like Howdy Doody. But wait, there's more. And a little bit of Ronald Reagan history going home with you. This is a postcard, but not just any postcard. This postcard was postmarked on Inauguration Day, 1985. All of these gifts will be mailed to you, including this Ronald Reagan gift bag from the gift shop.
The winner of the Ronald Reagan gift pack will be chosen Monday afternoon while I'm editing the birthplace video, so there is still time to get in on it if you'd like to become a member.